What's happening, people? Um, Decided I just wanted to do a little something. All right. So you guys forgive me if I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but this is something that I really wanted to talk to. Give you guys a Q&A real quick. Um, so yeah, throw your questions in there, Falcon fans. Um, I just wanted to talk about where the Atlanta Falcons are at the current moment. All right. Um, Yeah, I wanted to just talk about how the where the Atlanta Falcons are at the moment, and actually also um, we got a special announcement. We got a special announcement, people. What up? What up? What up? We got it tonight. Yeah, y'all know if you haven't, if you don't know, well now you know, Negro, Negro, Negro. Um, the roster has been set, so I want to kind of give you guys yeah. So King Quest says, BO-LIEVE. What's happening, man? One second. Uh, yeah, I haven't done a damn thing today. Uh, Besides trying to get ready for this season, and yeah, I got to put on my lucky hat. Y'all know how I am about my lucky hat. Uh, but this is something for me personally. Whew, interesting. So again, throw your questions in there if y'all want me to answer some questions. So I just decided go on for a few because I'm too lazy to actually edit videos right now. I don't want to edit any videos. So Dan Burst, how you doing, brother? Sonia, how you doing, lady? Michael Walker in this beach. Workflow Dre. Hey man, I like that freestyle. I like that freestyle, Dre. Y'all check Workflow Dre on not only Twitter but Instagram, man. He got some nice stuff, and he actually did the video at the Atlanta Falcons Nation Red and Black event, the AFN Red and Black event. Um, but I wanted to kind of talk about why Atlanta Falcons fans and what's the issue in believing, because I'm seeing a lot of comments just from everybody, and it's not just it's a lot of what if. Like my thing is, why the hell are we saying what if? The what ifs only applies to the Atlanta Falcons. That's something that like really kind of sets and ticks me off. Um, but looking at this roster, man, the Falcons made a move and brought in Isaiah Prince, a offensive tackle, and a lot of people trying to figure out like what is he, who is he, um, and quite frankly, he played with the he played with the Cincinnati Bengals, and was a very intricate part, an important part to that Cincinnati Super Bowl team that ultimately lost. But he played a vital part to help them get there. So he's now with the Atlanta Falcons, and like I said, just believe. All right, just believe. Believe in the Falcons, man. I think Arthur really knows what he's doing, and like I said before earlier, I think it's one of those situations where Arthur is looking for guys that's gonna contribute right now. They're going to contribute right now. So that's what he's thinking. That's what he wants. And like I said, for me personally, I think the thing is with this situation, um, why people are doubting. Um, what's the issue as far as the Falcons and whether or not or why they believe and whatnot. Southside says, I know what he is, Mike. He's better than that Easter we had backing up Caleb and Jake in preseason. Um, Look, I know a lot of people will not agree with this. Yasuke Dre, how you guys doing? But I keep saying this over and over again. I don't think this is a matter of whether or not guys suck. I just don't think guys are ready right now. Falcons are looking to win, okay? Their mission is to win right now. So if anybody that can't contribute or they're not ready to contribute, they're not going to get a lot of playing time. And with Caleb McGarry, and I have no fucking clue why the hell Tyler Vrabel is still on this damn roster because he looked like complete doo doo. I'm talking about the shittiest doo doo, the stinkingest doo doo you can ever make, and I mean doo doo. Oh, I don't mean shit. I mean doo doo. You know that baby shit. He was that, all right? He was that. Tyler River was just, he showed nothing. Okay, let's be real. He showed nothing, and quite frankly, this is my opinion. I think this has to do with a relationship with Mike Vrabel while he's still on this roster. That dude was complete dookie, all right? Baby Duke, the soft, stinking kind that sneaks up on you. He that. You trying to tell me that Jalen Mayfield and all the miles were worse than him? Come on, no. Arthur Smith got this guy still on the team because he is his. That's the guy that Mike Vrabel and the Titans gave him an opportunity to showcase his talent, and that showcase his talent as an offensive coordinator. They gave him that shot. They gave him that opportunity. So it's a little bit of playback. You know how relationships are. You see it with Kyle Shanahan. He did the same thing when he stole our Super Bowl and gave it to Bill Belichick, and then turned around and traded for Jimmy Garoppolo. So we know how NFL relationships are, and we see it all the damn time when guys make they have relationships and they make deals based off their relationship. So we know what has happened. Like Tyler Vrabel is complete doo doo. All right, like I said, the dude is complete baby shit. The biggest hunk of shit you can possibly smell. That's what he is. Tyler Vrabel is terrible. All right, Jalen Mayfield, at least he showed something. I've never seen anything from Tyler Vrabel. Okay, because can anybody call me a liar right now? Just be honest. What the hell have you saw? Okay, what have you seen from Tyler Vrabel that makes you think he belongs on any motherfucking roster? I'll wait. I would kick a freestyle like work for Dre. I ain't got the skill like Dre. So I ain't gonna kick the freestyle. I'll leave that to Dre. Uh, but Tyler Vrabel just like I said, he's worthless. He's a piece of crap. Has no business even on the NFL roster. But people want to tell me whether or not, like I said, people want to tell me whether or not he's a good guy. Like that dude trash, man. Like just keep that real. That dude is absolute hog shit, and he has no. But I think that move had a lot to do with whether or not um, I had that. I think that had to do with his relationship with his dad, Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Philly D78 Foster. What's good, Mike? I feel that these Falcons are on the rise, and the opposing teams will find out this season. Yeah, and like I said, that relationship with Tyler Vrabel had everything to do. But what I do like from Prince, what I do like from Isaiah Prince, obviously he's a Ohio State product. He's physical. He's a mauler. He's gonna get at it. So I do like that. aspect he fits in the model and what we're looking for in offensive linemen and trench players. We want guys that's going to be athletic enough to be able to play, to be able to pass protect, but big enough and more physical enough in the mentality to be able to fit in with the offensive line. And plus, he has experience, so I do like that. But as far as Philly, the Falcons on the rise and contending, I do think that. Excuse me one second, but I do think that I do think that I do think that I do think that the Falcons are on the rise, obviously. So when you look at the quarterback position, another Puerto Rican, what's good? Um, sure, you want me to call you a Puerto Rican? Like, you ain't got a name, motherfucker. You look like there's another Puerto Rican. Like, can y'all have normal YouTube names like Dre Philly 788102-96? What the fuck is that bullshit? Like, can y'all have normal names like Mad Mike, K Style? Like, never mind. I'm about to go on the tangent. But yeah, all right. But I think you look at the, I think you look at the Saints. I think you look at I think you look at the Saints. I think you look at the Saints organization. You trading kickers. When you see teams like doing shit like that, yeah, it's over. All right, dead man walking. That's what the Saints are. They are dead man walking. You trading a kicker away, trying to save cap. Are you freaking serious? All right, all right. But like, are we trading kickers now? Like, we doing that now, Saints? Hmm, hmm. That see stuff like that. So you see with the Saints look absolutely horrible. I'm just gonna be real. They holding on to a bunch of players. They look like the Atlanta Falcons, um, and the Dallas Cowboys trying to hold on to past glory. I'm just gonna be real about that. That's what they look right now, and they need to be real with themselves and just say it's over. So the Saints, the Buccaneers are just. I think they got like 30 something players. They're in their first year. Like they were us in 2021, 2022, well 2021 for sure. Where they had a pretty much a roster filled with guys that are basically youngsters and I hate to use the word trash, but these guys are guys that typically wouldn't be found in the NFL. So I know the Bucks. They are in denial themselves and prepare for their head coach to be fired real soon. So the Bucks, the Saints, Q Lavender was good, Mucho. Um, but those both of those teams are just like they on them downfall. So the only team that has any life outside of the Falcons is literally the Panthers. And the thing with the Panthers, they got a 5'2" midget at quarterback, and I'm supposed to be scared of him. I know Bryce Young has the ability to throw the ball, but I'm quite concerned about how he does not like to throw the ball to the left side of the right side of the defense, the left side of the offense. That's a concerning issue, and it hasn't gotten better. Okay, has not gotten better. He does not like to throw to the left side of the field, and once a defense pick that up, lights out. You're going to struggle. So the thing with you go back and look at even you look at the issue. You look at the the team, not the team, but you look at the game against the Georgia Bulldogs. You saw that was. I mean, you go back and look at the LSU, Auburn, all those games. He struggled throwing to the left side of the field, and like I said, he's still having that issue in the NFL. He likes to throw the ball over the middle of the field, but the thing with the middle of the field with him, dude only 5'2". Nah, he 5'10", so they say. He probably the same size as Mr. Stetson Bennett. Um, but like I said, outside of you look at the Panthers, I don't think their running game is up to par. I know good and well, that their offensive line is pure freaking trash. Okay, offensive line is trash. It looked like the Atlanta Falcons after the Super Bowl run when we started trying to bring all these garbage offensive lines, Jamon Brown, Carpenter. That's what they look like over there. They look like pure shit. Okay, pure T shit. So looking at that Panthers team, offensive line is bad. I don't think the running game with even Miles, what his name is, the running back from Philly. I about to say Miles Garrett. Shout out to Miles Garrett. But I don't think he's very good. I think he pretty much obviously he got um, benched last year in the playoffs. Like how you get benched in a damn playoff? Like you a starter and you end up getting benched in the playoffs. Yeah, and you're supposed to go to Miles Sanders. Yeah, that's what it is. Appreciate that. But you get benched in the playoffs, and then you go to the Panthers, and you're supposed to be their number one running back. I just don't buy it. So, as far as that concerned, like I'm not concerned with the Panthers' offensive line. I'm not really concerned about their defensive backs. I think their defensive backs is a liability. J.C. Horn, they believe that J.C. Horn is a very good corner. I don't believe it. He reminds me too much of a guy that we used to have in Robert Alford. He have good games here and there, but outside of that, he gets injured a lot. And for one, he's too streaky. So I'm not concerned with their secondary. I believe Chin is the safety that they have, but like outside of that, I'm just not. It's not a lot of teams. So yeah, I believe the Falcons are an up and coming team. The Falcons already got the drop. Obviously, you have the running game for the Atlanta Falcons that's going to lead the way with the offensive line, and Bijan Robinson. I don't know for sure that he's going to be the starter. I would expect it to be CP or Tyler all year, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Bijan Robinson. But I know Bijan is going to get a lot of freaking snaps. So they already have him. They already have Bijan Robinson at the current time as a favorite to win Rookie of the Year. I want to know what you guys think about that. Do you think he's going to be the favorite to win Rookie of the Year? For me, I don't know if he's going to see that type of numbers and opportunities to run the ball because we have such a backfield that's loaded. I can see him being a nice part of the passing game, but I just don't know if the Falcons are going to rush him that much. And quite frankly, I wouldn't rush him that much. I would rather save, Miles on his career than throw him out there. Um, we have Mucho, the weirdest name. I don't know. It was some weird ass shit. Like I said, I just like, oh, I'm just trying to figure out like why are you saying like shit like, funny honky and shit like that. Like what like like I'm a clown comedian. Like shit, I see stuff like that on YouTube. It's just names. Like then your mama give you Chris like like shit. Like I see stuff like long torpedo and shit like that. Like this weird stuff. It's just like, okay, yeah, give me a nickname, all right? I don't want to be calling you. I don't want to be calling you Q Carter 6924-968. Like, what the fuck? I ain't gotta say all that bull crap. But That's the weirdest name that it's stuff like that that be like, all right, can I just say your name? Can I just say Q or B or A? um, again, if you guys have questions in there, throw in. I'm gonna go about 30 minutes or so. But we will have that Dirty Bird Thursdays for you. Um, if you think the Bucks defense is better than the Panthers, like I guess, um, I'm not sure about the Bucks defense. I'm not sure about the Bucks. Period. I'm just being real. We do have the update as far as Mayfield. He is now a New York Giant. He went from Atlanta all the way to New York. Boy, boy, boy. That's a drastic improvement. That's a drastic move. And they need guys like Mayfield to show you something. So hopefully Jacob Mayfield, picks up what he's lost. Um, Pick up where he left off. Do you think the Panthers are better than the Saints and Bucks? Um, I just think the Panthers have too many question marks. Like if you gotta, like you're really laying all your legs on one table. Like you laying it all down for a rookie quarterback. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure for a quarterback to handle. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of quarterback. That's a lot of pressure for any quarterback to be able to be the savior of a franchise, and that's essentially what they're placing on Bryce. I mean, he wasn't the sole reason why Alabama was winning games like that. Like he was one of the reasons. Like we know that Alabama every year they got at least three five-star wide receivers. At least three. Okay? At least three five-star receivers going to Alabama. So I can't say that Bryce Young was one of the major reasons why Alabama was winning. Like I said, they get all the best offensive linemen. They get all the best wide receivers. They get all the best running backs. They get all the offensive talent. I can't say with a straight face that if they did not have Bryce Young, I forget the quarterback, the young quarterback that came in and played fairly well when Bryce had he went out with an injury. So the offense really didn't, the offense really didn't, miss a beat. To be honest, they look like the same Alabama. So it's like for me, I'm just not a believer in Bryce Young. I just don't. I could be completely wrong and totally wrong, but from what I've seen, I don't see anything special from him. I see nothing special about Bryce Young. And I'm being dead serious. I'm not trying to be no Alabama hater because I'm a Georgia fan. I don't see anything special in Bryce Young. I see nothing special in him. Not a damn thing. If anybody can tell me something special about him, I will gladly sit here because all I saw him playing against the Georgia Bulldogs was a lot of RPO. I saw a lot of RPO, him throwing slants, him getting the ball out quick, and letting his athletes athlete. I don't see anything special. He doesn't throw the deep ball particularly well. He's not incredibly accurate, despite all the bullshit I've seen. He's not incredibly accurate. Most of the guys on Alabama offense, these guys are wide open for the most part. So again, I don't remember. I don't see anything special about this guy. So again, I could be completely wrong, and he could be one of the best quarterbacks. But I see a lot more out of C.J. Stroud than I see with Bryce Young. I just don't see anything special. Like I can look at Anthony Richards and say, all right, he's going to be good at this or that. He's going to be a good ball runner. He's going to be a good ball runner as far as Anthony Richardson's concerned. He's going to throw the deep ball well, and he's going to make some big plays with his arm and his leg. But when I see Bryce, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what like again where in his game you say wow Bryce Young is special. Somebody tell me that. Because I can look at Drew Brees and say, all right, this dude He had command of the offense. He has command of the offense, and he's really accurate. But like when I look at Bryce Young, I don't see anything special. I just don't. I think he does. He's good. He's above, way above average when it comes down to his accuracy. He has um, an above average arm, and he's smart as a quarterback. I don't think he makes the right decisions all the time. But he's one of those quarterbacks when you have weapons around him, he does look good. But like when I think about quarterbacks, I think quarterbacks should be able to make something out of nothing. Like you don't need all the best wide receivers in order to be a good quarterback. So like I said, I just don't see anything good with the Panthers as far as that team is concerned outside that defense. And Baker Mayfield, like Mike Mike Evans, um, them wide receivers gonna blow the fuck up. Okay, when they see that they got Baker Mayfield as a quarterback and Kyle Trask, get ready for an absolute shit show. It's gonna be an absolute shit show in Tampa. They gonna look. They gonna wish they would have. They wish they would have kissed Tom Brady on the lips to make him fall in love and come back to that team. Like they gonna wish that Tom Brady comes back at the age of 50 after they see what the fuck they got at quarterback. This year in live games, Baker Mayfield has always been trash. Okay, I said that even when he got into the league, I thought that was a huge mistake for him to be drafted number one. It was an awful mistake. And here we go, not even what 4 or 5 years later, he's gone. This is like his third team. Yeah, it was a horrible mistake. It was a horrible pick, horrendous pick. He wasn't that great in Oklahoma. Okay, y'all got to stop being fooled by a lot of these numbers in college. He wasn't that great. The Georgia Bulldogs ran for almost like 300 yards, and they still in the game. Again, he ran that RPO spread bullshit that like a lot of people can't look past. That stuff don't work in the NFL. But as far as the Panthers better than the Saints and the Bucks, I don't think that the Panthers are. If the Saints get Derek Carr to behave like the quarterback that they see when he's good, he had more good than bad. I think the Saints are better than the Panthers. If they get a good Derek Carr, a consistent Derek Carr, I think the Panthers are better. The Saints are better than them. They still got somewhat of a defense left. Pass rush. I'm not sure if that defensive line is going to be the same. We'll see about that, but yeah, I don't think the Panthers are that good, man. I think it's more hype around the Panthers than anything. And you know what a lot of that hype come from? The quarterback position. Now they got a couple wide receivers there also, Marshall. But outside of that, they're gonna have some issues in that offensive line. So I'm not sold on the Panthers either. And I think the Bucks just have way too many young players um, to trust them. So I believe this NFC South is going to be a lot worse than what people think. I just don't. The defenses, I think we're going to play some good defense in NFC South, but I just don't think a lot of these teams are going to be as good as people think they are. Without a competent O line, Bryce Young going to get killed. And that's the thing too. Dude like 50 pounds. He were like 50 pounds, 100 and like he about what 5'10", 150 pounds. Like come on, man, that dude gonna get destroyed. I mean, you saw him in college when Auburn, Alabama, Georgia just kept hitting him, and hitting him. Dude looked like he wanted to cry on the field, on the sideline. He got hurt, and he got hurt a lot at Alabama. That's another thing that I saw at Alabama that people are ignoring. He got hit and hurt a lot. He got hit a lot at Alabama. So picture what it's going to be in the NFL, because the NFL, they unforgiving. Some of these refs, they take this rookie initiation seriously. They take it seriously. They not gonna call certain things for rookie quarterbacks. You gonna have to earn your keep. You gonna have to prove that you worth $100 million in the NFL with these refs. So they're gonna initiate, and they're gonna initiate and see if you can withstand the pounding. So he's gonna get hit, and he's gonna get hit a lot. And one thing that I do see from Bryce, a lot of people say, yeah, he's a scrambler, but yeah, so was Kyler Murray, and that you see how that lasts. When teams found out that Kyler Murray couldn't stand in the pocket, all they did was send blitzes on the outside to contain him. That's all. And he's been struggling ever since. So can Bryce Young, like throw the ball within the pocket? I don't think so. I think his thing too, he has it in his mind that he's a pocket passer. For one, you got to be tall enough to be a pocket passer, and I don't mean that in a degrading, but you got to be tall enough. Cause these guys like Calais Campbell, David Onyemata, these dudes like 6'4", 6'5", 350 pounds, like coming and standing in the middle. All they gotta do is put their hand up. All they gotta do is put their hand up, and you batting the ball down, because you ain't but 5'10". And a quarterback that's 5'10", you have to scheme him to stay in the pocket. That's something that's like, if you look at what Sean Payton did with Drew Brees, he had to scheme protection for Drew Brees, because Drew Brees was a short quarterback. Like, these are the things, like, a lot of fans don't understand with coaching. You have to scheme protection for quarterbacks that are shorter. Because if he's not 6'4", 6'5", like a Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, chances are that ball gonna get batted down. Especially when you got a guy like Calais Campbell. Just saying. So I don't. It's gonna be a lot of issues when it comes down to Bryce Young. Dre true statement was happening. James Oberlin, Dre Murphy, Lord ADS, how you doing? Eric Mack, Bubba Gump. The Bucks, man. Let me say this about this Caleb Williams too. See, y'all gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but what's so special about him? He runs and he throws deep passes. And he plays for USC. Well, USC get all the best offensive talent over there, just because just because they USC. And he's running the same damn offense that Kyler Murray did. So it's like, again, what's so special about Caleb Williams? I just don't see it. My thing is he incredibly smart? What happens when he's getting hit? What happens to a quarterback when things aren't going his way? What happens if a defensive coordinator figures out what you're doing and what you can and cannot do? Once he figures out that you don't like rolling out to the left, what if he figures out that you aren't as accurate standing in the pocket? Have we seen that from Caleb Williams? Have we really seen Caleb Williams struggle? Or have we seen him just, play pretty bad teams and throw for 400-500 yards of bad teams? And then we compare him to Patrick Mahomes and all these guys. I've seen Patrick Mahomes play under duress at Texas. Like, I've seen these things. I've seen Patrick Mahomes get hit several times, over and over and over and over again, take big time hits in college, and still can get up and throw the ball. These are the things we talk about when we look at quarterbacks. So I don't, again, everybody's so easily impressed by a lot of these quarterbacks. Like, for what? I've seen quarterbacks run around in circles before. We don't seen the Michael Vick act. We don't seen the Michael Vick before. We don't seen quarterbacks that come in with big time arms and they got amazing athleticism, but they end up being nothing. Teddy Bridgewater, Achilles Smith. We don't seen so many of these quarterbacks. Deshaun Kaiser, like, we've seen this before. What's your NFC South rankings? I mean, I already did that, but I'll go over it again. Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Bucks. I think the Saints are gonna win maybe 6 games. The Panthers can anywhere from 6 to 8 games, and the same for the Saints. I don't think the Saints are gonna be very good, um, especially if they get an inconsistent Derek Carr. But if they get a consistent Derek Carr, he's gonna throw them into some games. Still, they have a little bit of a defense left, but I think the Saints can win anywhere from 6 to 9 games. I don't think they can win 10 games. But the Falcons, in my opinion, they're gonna be 10+ wins, and they're gonna win the NFC South. But yeah, I just don't. Like I said, I don't. I think a lot of people just looking at a lot of these teams that aren't Atlanta Falcons, and they just look at all the young guys, and then you look at a lot of guys that, because let's just keep it real. Let's keep this real. Which team in the NFC South that can afford to lose a star player and still be good? This is where you determine whether or not you have a good team or not. If we lose one star player on our offense or defense, can the Falcons still make the playoffs? That's the question. Because if the Bucks lose Vita Vea, they done. If the Bucks lose Mike Evans, they done. If the Saints lose Cameron Jordan, they are done. If the Falcons lose Grady Jarrett, they still got a pretty good team. See? Like, that's how you determine whether or not a team is good. Not because they got the guy and the guy's starting. If the Falcons lose Grady Jarrett, God forbid any of that happen for any one of those things, but if they lose one of those players, the Falcons still have a pretty good defensive line. Now, they're top level with Grady Jarrett there, but if you still got Khalid, you got David Onyemata, Taquan Graham, Ed Biketti. You still got a lot of guys that are there that can pick up the slack for Grady Jarrett. But if the Saints lose Cameron Jordan, they are done. If they lose Vita Vea, they are done. If the Panthers lose Derek Brown, they are done. So that's how you can determine whether or not a team is good or not. So again, these are the reasons why I say, it's like, don't get too caught up in, who they got this guy and they drafted, you know, uh, Bryce Young. Throw them questions in there. So yes, we do have two shows tonight. Blackberry Lou Rex on his channel. So go to make sure you subscribe to everybody's channel. On tonight at with AFN, we got uh, uh, Dirty Bird Thursdays with the host, the Falcon Therapist, Mr. Warren, at 9 o'clock. We're getting back into the swing of the NFL things. Prince Kookabooty. I expect Pitts to finish top 2 amongst tight ends in fantasy. Otherwise, really ain't. See, this is what we're talking about. Look, this the dumb shit we talk about. This is the stuff we talk about. This is the stuff we preach against. This is the stuff we preach against. Mm-hmm. This is the stuff we preach against. When we talk about teams, everybody got to go right back to the quarterback position. And ironically, Prince Kookaboo, they ain't got a damn quarterback. Y'all ain't got a hope in hell, but you up here talking about Desmond Ritter and shit. Your quarterback was just crying, like crying on live TV. Grown ass man crying. I don't want to leave. I love the Raiders. Oh God. Oh Jesus. What I'm gonna do? Oh, what I'm gonna do? Your quarterback's gonna cry like a damn woman, like a damn 2-year-old because he didn't want to leave the Raiders. But you talking about our quarterback ain't ish? Keep that same energy. The thing is too, what pisses me off about a lot of these stupid ass Falcon fans, but these dumb ass fans, they're not even Falcon fans. The shit that really pisses me off is you stupid mother pluckers. Okay, you stupid motherfuckers act like we saying that this man gonna be a Hall of Fame quarterback. You said that you already stated that we have said that Mad Mike, AFN, and a lot of these other people that just want to give Desmond Ritter a shot, you've already proclaimed that we saying he's going to be an MVP quarterback. Who the fuck said that? Because no quarterback has played a down in the NFL of the 2023 season. So how the fuck I'm supposed to know whether or not Desmond Ritter is going to be that guy? You ain't seen him and I ain't seen him in action in 23. So how you gonna say he gonna suck if you ain't even seen him play? You ain't even seen the motherfucker at practice, but you trying to say he suck. Joe Burrow just got back playing. We don't even know if he's gonna be healthy. Is he gonna be the same Joe Burrow, okay? But y'all proclaiming to say that because we willing to give Desmond Ritter a shot and a fair shot and talk about what he can do versus what he can't do. That we proclaim that he's going to be a Matt Ryan or whoever. We're saying the dudes have the skills to be able to be a productive quarterback. And what does productive mean? For you layman term motherfuckers? Hey, productive means that a guy can at least pass for 3,500 yards, 25 touchdowns, and less than 15 or lower interceptions. Okay, that's a productive quarterback. 3,500, 25 touchdowns, and less than 15 touchdowns, interceptions. That's what a productive quarterback is. We don't need, a lot of teams don't need, if you got a good quality team that has the capability to be able to make it to the playoffs, you don't need your quarterback throwing for 3, 4, 5,000 yards, 5,000 yards, 4,000 yards, 5,000 yards. Go look at the San Francisco 49ers and look at their quarterback numbers last year. You tell me what they look like. And how far did they make it? Go look at the San Francisco 49ers quarterback numbers. And you tell me whether or not we need Desmond Ritter, okay, to be an MVP quarterback, to win games, to be able to get to the playoffs, to be able to make a Super Bowl run. Go look at that San Francisco 49ers offense and tell me whether or not we need Desmond Ritter to be a fucking MVP quarterback. Go look at that Philadelphia Eagles team. Well, they just had, look, let's just keep that real. I'm not a believer in Jalen Hurts whatsoever. Until he give me 4 solid years of quality football quarterback play, you can shove that $200 million straight up your Rudy Poo candy ass. Because I ain't buying it. Geno Smith just got paid $50 million. $50 million. Geno Smith got paid $50 million. For finally having a good season. Finally, Geno Smith has had a good season after what, like 10 years? But you want me to give up on Desmond Ritter after 1 year, 4 games as a quarterback? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. You want me to give up on a quarterback after 4 games? And Geno Smith been in the league for 10 years. He just now getting good. But let's just give up on, oh, Desmond Ritter ain't worth a crap. Yeah, Desmond Ritter ain't worth a crap. He had 4 games and he ain't worth a crap. We ain't seen, man, I don't know about Desmond Ritter, man. He went to Cincinnati. He had a bunch of trash around him. Yeah, he had a whole bunch of trash around him and he still put up extraordinary numbers. Anybody want to talk about the players that he had on the team? Outside of maybe 4 or 5 players off that team? We want to talk about that? But we can go to Alabama and show you every damn piece of. We can go to Alabama right now and see all the quarterbacks and all the wide receivers and all the offensive linemen and defensive player that Bryce Young played with. But if you go to Cincinnati, you can't name anybody off that motherfucker. Let's keep it real. Right off the top, you can't name anybody outside of Sauce Gardner that was actually good and good in the NFL right now. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about how Stetson Bennett is receiving a lot of accolades because of the Georgia Bulldog team? Anybody want to talk about that? You want to talk about all these wide receivers? Kearis Jackson? All these players that played at the University of Georgia. Big O? We want to talk about that? We talk about Fitzgerald? Want to talk about that? John Fitzpatrick? Like, we want to talk about that? A lot of these guys in the NFL. This is who he was throwing to. But I'm supposed to give up on Desmond Ritter because he had trash to play at Cincinnati. And he still made it to the NFL and was a 3rd-round pick. But I'm supposed to believe after 4 games that Desmond Ritter ain't shit and we ain't seen a damn thing from C.J. Stroud and we ain't seen a damn thing from Bryce Young. I'm supposed to believe that Bryce Young is the best quarterback in his generation. He ain't played a damn game. Make it make sense, people. Look, somebody give Prince Cookie Booty. Somebody give Prince Cookie Booty a hug. That boy stretched out. You know, he one of them damn men who ain't never fixed a damn sandwich by himself. If he ain't got a woman to fix him a sandwich, he don't know how to fix his own goddamn sandwich. That man is in pure panic mode. They don't know what the hell to do down there in St. Land. They don't know what to believe. All they content creators quitting because they I want to cover all sports. Yeah, cause you know them damn Saints about to be pure T ass. Yeah. Yeah, he don't look that man having a damn panic attack because he don't know what the hell to expect. He don't know what to damn do. D Sloan was good. JB in the house. Bernard was good, man. Um, I stated this before. We gotta why is everybody down on Desmond? There's a bully complex. And even the bully complex is here in the Falcons nation. Yeah. It's poison, poison. one person get picked on by everybody. Everybody's like every year. You ever notice with this Atlanta Falcons? Not even just the content creators, the journalists, everybody. It's always every year. It's one person that they have to pick on. It's a bully complex. You just had every look. I know I'm gonna receive a lot of hate and like I don't give a fuck anyway. But this is what happened with Jalen Mayfield. It was easy to pick on Jalen Mayfield. Hell, Jalen Mayfield became Falcons fan punching bag. Clearly, every last one of our backup tackles got released. But yeah, let's just say Jalen Mayfield was fucking horrible. We got teams out here releasing first round picks, but yeah, Jalen Mayfield, yeah, he's just absolutely terrible. But riddle me this, Batman. Riddle me this, Batman. Who's the only guy that has a job right now? Who is the only tackle re-release that actually got a job with a team right now? That was cut. We was just talking about this too. Why is it that all the players that get cut from the Atlanta Falcons, they don't have a team? These guys continuously get cut. And somehow, we won 7 games back to back with this trash. Wayne, what's up? Why is it that? Anybody want to address that? Why is it the fact that every year the players that re-release and y'all, the thing is, like I said, this is unpopular. I don't give a shit. But Mayfield got another job. Y'all say he was complete ass, and he probably gonna end up getting cut again. Well, I don't know, but that's the way of the NFL. But my thing is like, okay, how many times have we seen players get cut by the Atlanta Falcons and they out of the league? But we want to bash Arthur Smith and say, yeah, he not trying to win. Motherfucker, did you see everything that we had? No, you don't see him because they ain't on nobody roster. Hell, they can barely make the USFL. They can barely make the XFL. But we supposed to believe that Arthur Smith is a terrible coach because he had those guys. Jalen Mayfield got a job right now. Y'all said he was complete ass. He ended up getting another job. Demir Bird. So many other Falcons, like Mike Davis, what the fuck he at right now? Anybody know if this motherfucker even alive? If he ain't tweeting, we don't even know if this dude alive. But we supposed to believe that Arthur Smith is a terrible head coach because why? He ain't made a Pro Bowl. He ain't made it to the playoffs, so let's fire Arthur Smith, man. He's a fake tough guy. I'm like, how can you be a tough guy when you got a damn Tajay Sharp as your fucking wide receiver? How can you be a tough guy with Tajay Sharp and a 20-pound wide receiver? I forget his name, but the dude was like 6'4", 180 pounds. And the biggest cap hit in NFL history, but our coach needs to be fired, and he can't understand what talent is. Interesting, ain't it? But like I said before, the Falcons are in the position right now. It's either you on board or you not. It's either you step your game up or you gone. Cheer Rodney Bijan will have over 2,000 yards rushing. This I'm calling it. Man, look, you playing Falcon rookie mode. Look, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I look. I would. I wouldn't even welcome that type of number with B. John. I'm not even welcoming those types of numbers. Why? Because he'll be out of the league in 5 years. A running back that puts up those types of numbers usually don't last long in the NFL, especially in the current NFL. Not doing it. I don't like my running backs rushing for 15 plus 100 yards. Just me personally. Now fantasy football wise, I mean that's perfect for you guys because you're gonna make a lot of people a lot of money. But as a team, I don't want my one running back rushing for 2,000 yards. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily say that I wouldn't welcome it, but I wouldn't want it. I would not want that to happen because that becomes a contract freaking nightmare. Would you want to deal with a running back that rushed for 2,000 yards and then you have to pay him and the expenses on players now is just only skyrocketing, is only getting going up? That means you got to pay your running back $20 million. $20 million. $20 million for a running back. And we know running backs for the most part they have a shelf life of elite seasons, maybe 5 to 6 years. Most running backs don't last 8 years. Mike, who do you want to play? Yeah, I'm not paying, bro. I'm not paying. Did y'all listen to anything that Bill Belichick been saying this year? Have y'all been looking at anything that Tom Brady been doing? They gave you the recipe of how to have success. Yeah, they gave you the recipe of success. You paid a Julio Jones. Look, just look at it like this. The only people, and I'm gonna blow your mind right here because now one of y'all ain't thought about this. The only two people that we paid close to 20 million dollars that have been a success for us and who was worth that, the investment, three guys. Okay, that was worth the investment. Matt Ryan, Jake Matthews. Anybody know that third one? Grady Jarrett. Those are the only three guys that was worth it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now you're probably saying they said, what about Julio? No, no. We gave Julio that money. He lost his damn mind. So that investment got shipped out the damn door. We got our money's worth when it came down to Matt Ryan paying him $20 million plus. We got what we still getting what we paid for with Jake Matthews. Still to this day. Still to this day, we getting every penny worth from Jake Matthews, and he's there every damn game. Matt Ryan was there every damn game. Grady Jarrett there every day. Outside of those three guys in this franchise history, we have never gotten what we've paid for. We didn't get what we paid for from Julio. We really didn't get to see the true essence of what Roddy White was. Did we really get the best out of Tony Gonzalez? Because we got Tony Gonzalez on the downside of his career. We got Alex Mack on the downside of his career. So we really never really truly got what we asked for when it comes down to the money. So hell no, I don't want to pay these guys no max contracts. Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get what you paid for. Hell no. Now let's keep it real with yourself. Do you really think The Rams are gonna get what they paid for in Cooper Cup, paying him then $20 million a year. Do you really think that the Chargers are gonna get what they paid for? And whatever the hell his name is, do you really think you're gonna get what you paid for on him? Do you really think that the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna get what they paid for in Joe Burrow? Let's keep that real. Do you really think that the Buffalo Bills are gonna get their money's worth in Josh Allen? Keep it real with yourself. So oftentimes, I don't want to pay these players. I would much rather build a system where guys are you're gonna have every 3 to 4 years, you got a replacement, a potential replacement. Because 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna get what you paid for in a lot of these contracts. Luke Kuechly got paid when the Panthers. That dude was getting paid $15-16 million a year, then $20 million a year and retired. Do you think the Panthers don't want him back? Come on. So a lot of my philosophies come on based on what you're getting your bang for your buck. He better be Michael Jordan on that damn field. He better be able to play every single game. Julio Jones can't even damn look, and there's no shot at Julio, but even when we paid Julio that Jones, he was out every damn second and third down. Every first down, second down, Julio was out. It's just these are just the facts of the matter, bro. This is why teams don't want to pay these massive contracts, and why guys like Christian Wilkins up here, holding out because he ain't getting guaranteed money he feel like he won't. Why? Because chances are you're not going to get what you paid for. It ain't Michael Jordan, it ain't LeBron, it ain't Steph Curry on that field. So why would I pay max money to players that you think is good because everybody else getting paid? Fuck that. That's what's wrong with Dallas right now. They've been paying all these damn players and trying to make you giving them superstar, megastar money, and then they end up being a third down pass rusher. Yeah, and I'm calling out Michael Parsons because that's what the fuck he is. He's a third down pass rusher. He's a situational pass rusher. And now they're going to try to make him as a complete defensive end. Might work, but chances are it won't. Just saying. Again, tell me when I'm lying. When has it's been very few situations in the NFL where you played these guys massive contracts and they lived up to it? For me, the only two that really stands out for me right now that lived up to those massive contracts are two players, Aaron Donald and Patrick Mahomes. Those are the only two that lives up to that massive contract. You still getting the best of it. They still giving you the best that they got. Yeah, they still giving you the best they got. So those are only two players. If you look at the reality of the NFL, it's only two players that living up to that money. Russell Wilson ain't living up to that contract. Tell me why Mike is lying. Tell me when I'm lying. I will wait for your response. Tell me that I'm lying. That how many teams in the NFL who've given these players massive contracts and they lived up to it? Hell, you can even go as far as to say, did Matt Ryan really live up to the contract? So why would I want to give everybody max contracts? I'm not doing it. You don't think the Ravens right now are regretting give Mr. Lamar Jackson all that damn money? Motherfucker can't even read a playbook, but you supposed to get him $200 million. You fucking crazy? The Dallas Cowboys up here talking about giving some goddamn what that little ass receiver? Sheesh. God dang it. Right in the right there in my head. Right there. Oh, god dang it. Little dude. CD Lamb. They sit up here talking about giving Lamb 23. This motherfucker is asking for 23 to $25 million. They just gave the cornerback. Okay, they just gave the cornerback who gave up the most yards in the NFL. All he does is pick balls off. That's the only good things about Diggs, that he get interceptions. You get him $100 million to give up the most yards in the NFL from a cornerback position? Huh? That's not even a good. That's not even a wise contract. I can pay Robert Alford to give up the most yards in the damn NFL. So you're giving up $100 million to a cornerback that gives up the most yards in the NFL. Come on, bro. I'm done with overplaying players. I'm not doing it no more. If I don't have to, I'm not doing it. I would just have to play ugly football for the rest of the days. I'm not giving no one player. You don't think the Ravens are regretting the fact that they gave Roquan Smith all that money? He wasn't even good enough to be the difference makers against the Atlanta Falcons. But you giving him $20 million a year? Come on, man. Tom Brady was barely making $20 million a year. He was making that. He was making about $30 million in contracts, and he been doing that for the last 5 to 10 years. Tom Brady. And you asking me whether or not I want to play players? And when the guy that y'all perceive as the GOAT, he wasn't barely making 20. He was barely making $35 million a year. Every single year, Tom Brady was making about $30 million a year. But you asking me why I don't like to play players? I don't fucking have to. if I know how to build a team, I don't have to do that. If I know I can go to the country, I can go to Savannah and pay $100,000 for a mansion. What the fuck? I'm gonna stay in Atlanta for and pay $500,000 for the same house I can get that shit in Savannah for $100,000. Who the hell wouldn't do that? It's not that damn difficult, y'all. It's not that damn difficult to understand, man, Mike. It ain't that difficult to understand, man. Holler if you hear me, alright? Holler if you hear me. It ain't that damn difficult to understand why I want to keep money in my motherfucking pocket. Keep money in the motherfucking organization and spread it out. Instead of getting a 5-bedroom house, let's get a 3-bedroom house. You ain't even got 5 people in your in your family, but you want to buy a 5-bedroom house. Like, it ain't that damn difficult. You up here getting Jalen Hurts, Michael Jordan shoe deals, motherfucker. Look, that motherfucker can't fly. Jalen Hurts can't fly. He ain't Superman. He ain't LeBron James. Hell, the motherfucker barely fucking Russell Wilson, but we up here getting him $200 million for fucking what? The fuck we giving him $200 million for? They have one of the best defense in the league, best offensive line in the league, but you have been giving him $200 million and calling me crazy because I don't believe in him. Just saying. Anyway, we got college football coming up, so stay tuned for a lot of that. We got a lot of college football. We're gonna do some college football content. Head over to Heavy Hitters Live channel. Subscribe over there. We're gonna start putting out some takes on guys like Caleb Williams. Um, Obviously, you Georgia Bulldog fans. Whatever college team you're on, man, it's like I said, go over there, subscribe, leave some questions as far as the talent that you guys see in college football that you're excited to see this year. You know, give us a question. We'll tell you what our takes are. Hell, Drew is an Auburn fan. I'm a Bulldog fan, and K Styles is a Georgia Tech fan. So we're well diverse. Look, I'm telling you, we well diverse when it comes down to our takes. So uh Bijan would get look. I don't understand Chill Rodney, and I'm gonna try to explain this in the dumbest way possible. I'm gonna dumb it down. He said Bijan will get those numbers not because he's a workhorse, but because he cut effortless. How the fuck you say that word? Effortlessly. Okay, gotta slow it down. Sheds tackle and knows how to find holes because he's going to get around the ground. And it says, but why hold a player back if he's showing potential? Because I want him to stay for millions and millions and billions of years. So if you give him 400 carries in a year, he gonna end up like Jamal Anderson. Anybody remember Jamal Anderson? Dude had like 500 carries that year. Not everybody's built like AP. Okay, it really just that simple. I want to preserve my talent. I don't want to run him into the ground. I want to have Bijan for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And it has been statistically shown that if running backs rush the ball for 300 plus carries every single year for 3, 4, 5 years, they end up like Saquon Barkley. Not everybody is AP. Not everybody is a freak of nature like Derrick Henry. Some of these guys are just freaks of nature. So I'm not giving him no 300 carries. I'm not doing it. I'm giving him about 100 to 175, about 175. I say the max on Bijan is 175 carries. But you can use him as a receiver out of the backfield to use him, but I'm not giving him that many yards. I'm not giving him that many touches. We don't have to. I know it's all cute and all, and everybody want to see him, and I do want to see him succeed, but I don't want to see my running back with 200 plus carries. We don't have to. We got CP. We got Tyler Algier. I don't want to do it, and I don't think we should be doing it. Larry Johnson's another, like Larry Johnson, like they ran him into the damn ground. Priest Holmes, they ran him into the ground. There's plenty of examples out here of reasons why I don't want my running back to have those many carries. Like we saw that Barry Sanders retired early. He could have kept going, but he was physically tired. Tired of the beating, and he was tired of losing. But those guys got tired. Even you look at the great Jim Brown, he didn't last. I think he was like 8 years in the league. Running backs don't last in the NFL like that, and that's the thing we got to get. We don't get that. Like these guys don't last long. So, like I said, I don't want to see Bijan with that. The media wants to see that because they want a superstar to get behind. Michael Turner, Michael Turner had about a 3 year, 4 year window with the Atlanta Falcons. We never heard from him again. Why? Because we ran him to the ground. So, like I said, I'm just not doing it, man. Todd Grill is another one, man. It's like I like it. I don't. I'm not saying I don't want Bijan to succeed, but it's putting that many carries on a running back, man. It has so many repercussions. So like, guys don't typically last long when you give them that many carries. So for like I said, I'm yeah. It's just I want to preserve Bijan. I think he can do a number of things. So so with that being said, I'm gonna get ready for tonight. We got the Dirty Bird Thursday with my boy Warm, the Falcon therapist. Um, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Atlanta Falcon Nation, we already almost at 3K. Mad Mike Sports is almost at 9K. So help us get to that, to these milestones. I will indeed be giving away a prize when I get to 10K. So please, if you have not already, hit those subscribe button. Miss Maggie might have something for you. I'm definitely gonna have something for you guys when I get to 10K. We giving a giveaway for that as well. But like I said before, got two words for you. Fuck you if you ain't down with the Atlanta Falcons. If you're not down with the Atlanta Falcons, if you're not looking for this team to succeed, and every word out of your mouth is, I don't know, man. I don't know about this. Oh, fuck you. Because you ain't down for this team. I don't give a fuck what you think you saying. I don't give a fuck what you think you are. You not down, and you not down with the Falcons. So, fuck you. If you ain't down with Des Ritter, fuck you. If you ain't down with the Atlanta Falcons, fuck you. If you ain't down with it. That's all I got to say about that. And John, yep, about to close it, but we got Dirty Bird Thursday tonight, 9 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. 6 o'clock, we got Blackberry Rick. So, like I said, I just wanted to get on, show you guys a little bit of love because football season is coming. We got college football, so we're gonna be doing a lot of college football content as well. Like I said, just throw your question in there about college football prospect that you're excited about. Like throw that in our comment section. We'll get to it. I promise you, we'll get to it. We're expanding. It's not just going to be Atlanta Falcons content. All right, so we're definitely expanding. We might have some Atlanta United content also. We got that coming real soon. So all you Atlanta United fans, um, hit that subscribe button here on the Atlanta Falcons Nation. Mad Mike Sports. We got my boy Ariel. Ariel, he's a part of the squad. He's a part of the team. He was with P-Line Sports Podcast. Um, but he's now a part of GSN, Georgia Sports Nation. So that's all I got to say about that. And if you ain't down with that, I got two words for you. Then.